You think you know Mazda? Think again, because the brand you once associated with simple. Affordable cars just flipped the entire table for 2026. We're talking about a lineup that blends luxury, performance, electrification, and design. So clean it looks like it rolled out of a concept car studio instead of a factory. This isn't just another refresh year. This is Mazda saying we're done playing small. If you're into cars that feel expensive without the expensive badge, if you love driving but also want tech and comfort, and if you've been waiting for Japanese brands to step into premium territory without losing their soul, this lineup is about to blow your expectations apart. Let's start with the small cars because Mazda refuses to treat entry-level like an excuse to be boring. The 2026 Mazda 3 returns as both a sedan and hatchback, and it feels more mature than ever. Cleaner lines, more refined interior materials, smoother infotainment, and that tight, confident handling that makes even slow drives feel fun. It's still the car you'd recommend to someone buying their first vehicle. But now it also feels like something you'd proudly drive years later. The hatchback version leans harder into sporty vibes, while the sedan plays the quiet luxury card. It's that rare compact that doesn't feel cheap in any way. Then there's the one that keeps car lovers emotionally attached to the brand, the Mazda MX-5 Miata. In 2026, it continues being the anti-everything car. No massive screens, no bloated weight, no fake engine noise. Just lightweight joy, precise steering, and the kind of driving feel most modern sports cars forgot how to deliver. It's not about numbers on paper, it's about the smile it puts on your face at 40 miles an hour on a twisty road. In a world full of overpowered, overcomplicated machines, the Miata still proves that simple fun wins. Now the SUVs, because that's where the real battle is happening. The 2026 Mazda CX-90 continues being the perfect city crossover. Small enough to park anywhere, but premium enough inside to feel like you're driving something far more expensive. The materials, the layout, the way the cabin wraps around you, it's all very quiet luxury without shouting for attention. It's the kind of car that makes daily commutes feel a little less annoying. Step up one size and you meet the refreshed Mazda CX-5, one of Mazda's most important models ever. For 2026, it's sharper, more modern, and more confident in its premium direction. This is the SUV that tries to convince people they don't need a luxury badge to feel like they've upgraded their life. The ride is smoother, the cabin is calmer, and the design feels like it belongs in a higher price bracket. If you're the type who wants one car that does everything reasonably well, this is that car. Then Mazda goes a little more adventurous with the Mazda CX-90. This one has more attitude. Wider stance, tougher styling, and a personality that fits camping trips, road trips, and weekend escapes. It's Mazda's answer to people who love the outdoors, but still want their interior to feel premium and their drive to feel sporty. And with the hybrid version in the mix, it becomes that rare combination of capable, efficient, and actually fun to drive. The two-row premium push continues with the Mazda CX-90, which feels like Mazda quietly stepping into luxury territory without announcing it loudly. Bigger, more refined, and designed for people who want space without going full family van mode. It's comfortable enough for long drives, stylish enough to park in front of a nice restaurant, and powerful enough to not feel boring. This is Mazda saying they can do premium vibes without copying anyone else's formula. And then there's the big boss, the Mazda CX-90. 3 rows, serious presence, and a level of interior quality that honestly makes you question why some luxury brands charge what they charge. It's the kind of SUV that families will love, but drivers won't hate. Smooth power delivery, refined ride quality, and enough tech to keep everyone happy without overwhelming you with unnecessary gimmicks. The plug-in hybrid option adds another layer for people who want to dip into electrification without committing fully to an EV lifestyle. Speaking of electrification, Mazda is clearly done being late to the EV party. The Mazda CX-6e represents a serious step forward in their electric design language. This isn't an EV that looks like a science experiment. It looks like a proper Mazda, just quieter and more futuristic. Clean surfaces, sharp lighting signatures, and an interior that feels minimalist but warm. It's aimed at drivers who want electric power without sacrificing style or emotional connection to their car. Then there's the electric sedan for people who miss the days when sedans felt special, the Mazda 6e. Low, sleek, and elegant, It's the type of car that reminds you sedans can still look stunning in an SUV-dominated world. Smooth acceleration, silent cruising, and a cabin that feels like it was designed for people who enjoy calm, focused driving. It's not trying to be flashy, it's trying to feel refined, and that might be the most Mazda move ever. What ties all 15 of these cars together isn't just design or engines. It's philosophy. Mazda is clearly obsessed with making cars that feel good to drive, even when they're SUVs, even when they're hybrids, even when they're electric. You can feel it in the steering tuning, in the way the interiors are laid out for drivers instead of just screen watchers, and in how the designs avoid trends that will look dated in 3 years. There's a confidence here that wasn't always present in older Mazda lineups. What's wild is how Mazda now sits in this strange but powerful middle ground. Not cheap economy, not flashy luxury, but something in between that feels more honest. You're paying for good engineering, thoughtful design, and a driving experience that still matters. In a market where many cars feel like rolling gadgets, Mazda is still building machines that feel like they were designed by people who actually enjoy driving, and that's what makes the 2026 lineup interesting. It's not just about adding more models, it's about sharpening identity. From the playful energy of the Miata, to the everyday excellence of the Mazda 3, to the premium presence of the CX-90, to the quiet confidence of the new electric cars. Mazda is building a lineup that feels emotionally connected instead of just logically competitive. So if you're shopping in 2026, this is the brand you don't skip over anymore. Whether you want small and sporty, big and luxurious, rugged and adventurous, or silent and electric, Mazda now has a real answer for you. And the scary part for other brands? Mazda is doing all this without losing the soul that made people fall in love with them in the first place. If you enjoyed this breakdown and you're excited about where cars are headed in 2026, hit that like button so this video reaches more car lovers like you. Drop a comment and tell me which of these Mazdas you'd actually park in your garage. And if you want more deep dives on the newest cars before anyone else, make sure you're subscribed, because the future of cars is moving fast and you don't want to miss what's coming next.